How do you make money as a photographer? That's a question that I get a lot. So in today's video, I'm gonna be going over all the different ways that you can make money doing photography. Before we get into making money, because I know you guys are just here to be like, okay, like I'm trying to make some money, I'm trying to pay the bills. Yes, but you will actually need some things before that. Number one, a price sheet / packages. Number two, a model release. And number three, a contract. Just have that in the back of your head. I will need these three things. Today's sponsor is CANVA, and they provide an amazing platform in which you can create these documents using templates. So you have things like the price sheets, the contracts. You can make all of those in CANVA. They have amazing templates made by marketing experts. All you have to do is select one that fits your brand. You can literally just edit anything you want on there, make it cute, fit your branding, put your logo on there, and you just edit the text and place it however you want. The template's already there. They make it super easy, and that's how you can start creating the branding and the documents. Again, things like price sheets, things like contracts and model releases, you can do it all in Canva. You can animate static posts in a click, and you can choose from thousands of beautiful stock videos, upload your own media, and choose from trending animated stickers. Canva Pro also offers premium images, videos, a content calendar to keep organized, as well as a background remover tool, which is really cool. I also have a coupon code for an extended 45-day trial. Check out the link in the description for more information. So hopefully what will happen is if a brand contacts you or a client wants to work with you, you'll have everything ready. You'll have the price sheet, you'll send it over, they'll pick a package, then you can send over the contract with everything written in there that they can sign, and you'll be good to go. So with that being said, let's move on to the actual ways that you can make money. But I thought I would mention that because it's super important. Number one, the most popular way to make money is client work. And I'm talking about you being a freelance photographer, doing weddings, engagements, senior pictures. So this is how I started out. I really started doing senior pictures first, and then it turned into engagements, then engagements turned into weddings. And the way that I started is word of mouth. So I offered a discounted package to a senior, and she told all her friends, and everyone started coming to me. And then people started asking me, oh, do you do engagements? And then people saw me shooting engagements, and they asked if I do weddings. So that's kind of how I started my business. Client work, I would say, is a little bit easier to start out with, because I feel like if you have good work, like it'll be like a snowball effect. So you shoot one person senior pictures, they like it, you work with their cousin, and it kind of just builds from there. You post about it, they tag you. So that word of mouth is a very powerful way of advertising. So don't underestimate working in your town and building yourself from the ground up, because that's how I did it. Literally no one knew who I was, and I started from nothing. And I literally had one lens. So you can definitely do it. Don't feel like it's too late or there's too many people in your city already doing it, because every photographer is unique and there's only one you. So I say just go for it. It's never too late. Also, another good thing about working with clients is you can set your own pricing. You can take a break whenever you want. You can go vacation somewhere and then come back to your client work. Freelancing gives you a little bit more freedom, so I definitely love doing that. But I will say running a business on your own can be very hectic and stressful. So just make sure that you don't take too much work. Like I know some of my photographer friends who have like 15 weddings a month. I don't even know how they do it, but they manage. I would say don't bite off more than you can chew. It's not just weddings, engagements, and senior pictures. You can do things like newborn photography. You can do family pictures. You can do personal portraits. You can work with freelance models in your city and charge them. So there's a lot of different things that you can do as a freelancer. It doesn't have to be, doing weddings strictly. If that's something that you enjoy, it's your passion, go for it. So I would definitely not recommend just jumping into weddings, having no experience. There are certain shots that clients will want, and it can be a very hectic day. Things can go wrong, and you definitely want to be prepared as a photographer. This is someone's special day. So I would definitely say have a little bit of experience, have a portfolio ready and good to go, and 100% have a contract. Again, just one of the things that you're gonna need when you want to start charging people. When money is involved, you will need a contract. Paid testing / agency work. That's another route that you can go in. If you like doing portraits, if you like working with models, this could be the thing for you. This might be a little trickier to get into. You either need to have some amazing work or an already established relationship with the agency. the agencies that I work with, they will ask me if I do paid testing. So this means that the models actually end up paying photographers to take pictures for them so they can add it in their book. When there are newer models that, let's say a model gets signed to an agency for the very first time, they're gonna need pictures. So what they end up doing is either doing free testing with photographers, or if they really wanna shoot with a photographer because they want those images in their book, they will pay the photographer to shoot and then use those images in their books. What you can do is give the agency your pricing and your rates, and if the model agrees to it, she pays you, and then you end up taking the pictures. So that's a way that you can go in. It's a little bit harder to get into, but that's definitely something that I've done and I enjoy. I love working with professional models. So it's definitely something that you can consider. So reach out to the agencies, start working with them, develop a relationship, and then say, hey, I offer paid testing, and it could happen. And also, it's a myth that the agencies pay for that. The model actually ends up paying for everything. So just know the prices that you give are not to the agency, but the actual model. You could photograph an influencer. That could be your thing. You can go with them on trips and take pictures of them. I know some of my friends who have ended up doing that and they enjoy it. It's something that you could do. Make sure you're getting paid though, because I know of some people who, the influencer's like, oh, I'll pay for your trip, and like, but that's not enough though. So just, if you're gonna go down that road, make sure you're getting paid. It's not just for exposure, that's what I would say. It's tough to start, but once you start, like, you're in. You got into the party, you're there, you're at the buffet, because you don't really feel like socializing with people, and then you like miss your cats, so you wanna go back home, and you wonder why you left in the first place, but you got in. And you could say that you went out for the day. People are getting paid to post on Instagram, so they can afford to pay you to edit 700 pictures in Photoshop. I see you guys with your iced coffees. You guys can pay us, okay? But seriously, get paid when you're working with influencers, okay? Don't do the exposure thing. Exposure means, can I not pay you? If you really want to work with an influencer, it's your dream campaign. Okay, go for it. Don't let me tell you what to do. But what I would say is, if you start doing stuff for free in the beginning, it's gonna, further along the lines, it's gonna get harder to get paid. So start from the beginning. The next one, campaign work. I kind of hate how tricky and complicated this is to get into. It's kind of like those secret societies where you gotta find, it's like a secret door. It looks like a fridge. You open it up to get, I don't know, some milk. You're pouring yourself some cereal. Oh, surprise, it's a whole club down here. And they have like a sound system. There's a DJ, there's a car in there. You're like, how did they even get a car in here? What I would recommend is to get yourself an agent. So there are creative agencies out there that represent hairstylists, makeup artists, wardrobe stylists, and photographers, creative people. So these agents will be able to get you opportunities that you may not otherwise get because they have connections, they know people, they know certain brands. Those agents, again, have those network connections. My friend Kaylee, she's an amazing photographer. She has her own agent, and the agent is constantly pitching her for jobs that I could never think of getting because I don't have an agent. So they're not telling me anything. They're not over here calling me like, hey Jessica, would you like to shoot for this company? I'm not getting those calls for the campaigns. It's kind of like you have to know people. Again, it's kind of obnoxious in a way. Like, can you just post it on Craigslist or something? Can I also apply? Is that possible? Keep in mind, agents will take a commission from all the jobs that you get, so just consider that. There's all pros and cons to getting an agent, so just see if it's right for you. Why did that sound like an infomercial? See if this is right for you. Contact your doctor to see if this works for you. I don't even know. You can make it without an agent though. Just as long as you have connections, or you could even go contact brands. You can send them DMs, you can email them. You could do it without an agent. It's totally possible. Also, where you live could also help with this. I know all my friends in LA are always doing all these big campaigns. I don't live there, so I feel like I don't exist. If I don't live in LA, I feel like I'm nobody. I'm like, am I here? I don't know, but I'm not trying to move, so let's go to the next one. Lookbooks are also a great and fun way to make money. What you can do is DM smaller boutiques or brands and just pitch yourself to them. You can say something like, hi, I'm a photographer. I would love to shoot for your brand. If you're ever looking for a photographer, I would love to be considered. You can attach pictures. One photographer actually told me that she did a mock photo shoot for a certain brand using their clothing and then emailed the pictures to the brand and said, hey, I did this mock photo shoot just to show you how I would photograph your clothing. I would love to be considered to shoot a lookbook in the future. And they actually had her shoot a lookbook based on those pictures. They got back to her. So you can email marketing departments, you can DM smaller brands, you can email larger brands too. I mean, go for it. So lookbooks are definitely a cool and fun way to make some money. Don't be afraid to reach out to these brands. What you could also do is stock photography. You can take pictures solely for the purpose of selling them online or licensing them out. People can use your images for books, for music albums, for whatever they want through a stock photo website. I've heard of many photographers who make a living doing this. They can make a lot of money depending on how many images they sell and for how much. But what I would recommend is that you contact a lawyer who specializes in image licensing before you go down this road, just to make sure you get a contract going, just to make sure that you have your pricing right. Image licensing can be very tricky because there are usage terms, there are timelines, like maybe you want them only to be able to use it for a year, and maybe you want it only to be used nationally, not internationally. So there's so many little things that you need to watch out for when you're doing image licensing. So definitely talk to a professional, a lawyer, before going down this road, just to make sure that you're safe and your images are safe. This next one, I've never tried it, but it's kind of a genius way to make some money, okay? Airbnb experiences. This is a great way to not only meet new people, but to make money. And these people are traveling from overseas, wherever, to come to your city, and they want a photo shoot, so it could be a lot of fun. You can also take them to all the cool tourist attractions or the cool spots that you know as a local. I know my friends in Japan do this as well. Actually, my friend had lined up so many photo shoots from Airbnb experiences. He had people flying in on vacation and they wanted a photo shoot. So this is a great way for people who, again, are traveling to contact a photographer to do a photo shoot and go to those cool spots that all the photographers know. And I also wrote down, you can go to the same spots, which would be easier for you, but also try to mix it up for your clients. Spice things up a little bit. Go to like a different tree sometimes. But again, great way to make money. I'm not really sure how much the fee is on Airbnb. If you do, let us know in the comments, but I think this could be a great way for you to make some money, build your client work, build a portfolio, and have a lot of fun, meet new people. My closing statement is don't give up. Things are gonna get tough. You're gonna have months where you don't book anything. That's okay. Keep trying, don't give up, persevere. And I wish you guys the absolute best in your journey in photography, and I'll see you guys in my next video.